and last week's Empire. But let's start with Scandal and that foolishness. What the hell? What?
I loved it. I know people gonna hate me, but I loved it. It was
a lot of people loved it. It was just strange. Go ahead.
I mean, it was a nonstop. Your heart racing nonstop throughout the whole thing. Like being captured. She don't have her team with her, so she all by herself. Her going half crazy, giggling to herself.
Yeah. She was giggling to herself. She was
right. It's like I am Olivia Pope, but that is not helpful right now.
Well, useless. That's absolutely useless, and so useless that it's funny.
Right.
Then I need to start laughing at it.
Right.
But, okay. So here's the thing for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there, and I don't like to speak disparagingly of Scandal or Shonda Rhimes in any way, shape, or form. However, the problem with being in a relationship with a left brain person is that you ever sat down and watched TV with somebody and they know what's gonna happen before it happened, and they know all the twists and turns and all this. Now I wasn't watching this with Greg at the time, but I picked that up now. Now that sort of thing is contagious. So as Ian, and spoilers for anybody who hadn't seen it, if you have not seen it, please just put it on mute or something. I'm just giving you fair warning. Right. When Ian was in the prison with her, I was like, okay, he's the head bad guy.
Right.
He's the head bad. I mean, it wasn't a shock. It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't anything to me at all. When I saw him, I was like, yep, he's setting up. Now, I will say they got me with the whole, you're not really in Sudan or wherever. Like, you're really in this warehouse.
Like
they got me with that.
Like you on a movie set.
Right. You at Universal Studios.
I mean,
and this is just a ride.
Right. But what was so surprising is how genius it was, because like the window was just as high, so she can actually see a little bit, but not everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like everything was strategic in capturing her.
That's true.
And to see her face when she ran out that red door and find out she was on a movie set.
I'm talking about ran out the red door and just have edges gone and hair looking up, perm disappeared.
That running montage, I think that beat Rocky's montage.
It really was.
She was running down that hall like it was like last piece of yaki in the store.
Oh wow! Not the last piece of yaki.
Like that was her last hair appointment for the day. She was running down that hall.
Yeah. I mean, it was really, really interesting, man. And I wonder, and I don't know if we'll find this out ever, or maybe we'll find this out next week. But I wonder if the plan was to sacrifice those other two dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was.
You think so?
It was totally was, because at the end he said, "Oh, I knew you were fight, or I know you're a fighter."
Yeah.
Because, like I said, that was her only way out in the first place, is getting past those two dudes. Because think about it, if somebody really guarded and wanted to keep really safe, they'll have more than two guards.
I don't know. I mean, I agree with that, but I went through a lot of changes with that damn. And here's the thing: I thought that there were more than two guards, because when they first got her, there were at least 4 different people.
Right.
One of them I think was Ian, or maybe 5 different people. I don't know, but there was an Asian dude that we didn't see anymore, who was in the ambulance, as the folks in my old neighborhood used to say.
Right.
The ambulance, and there was another dude too, and we didn't see them afterwards. So I don't know what happened to them. The poor dude that got shot in the head. Every time Shonda Rhimes put him on the show, he gets shot. He was on Grey's Anatomy for a long, long time, and he got shot too. So and killed. I mean, that's how he went. Anyway,
maybe he's a good dyer. But come on, but to think about it, now he antagonized her. Like, come on, that's a manly weapon. You ain't gonna shoot me. Like, come on, that was kind of obvious.
It's a man's weapon. So
Like I want you to shoot me. I want you to shoot me.
But
That's
I
your
don't know
only
if they
out.
knew it. I don't know if E- uh, Otto and the other dude. I, I don't know if they knew that they were blocked. I just don't think that they do that. I really don't. Just me personally. But
Right,
then again, they're crazy. They might have known. Hey, she's
right.
got to shoot. I don't know. I don't know.
But what threw me off was the weird dream sequence they had.
Really? What threw you off about that?
I don't know. It just seems so misplaced. I guess I don't know. I just didn't get it. Probably.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, you forgot something. And there's a piece of hardware on the ground. I don't know what you call it, but a piece of
Yeah.
hardware on the ground. I like,
Hmm.
okay. Like I
I mean, but
understand,
that's what she ended up using to escape.
right? But okay, if this was a dream, like her subconscious telling her something,
Hmm.
like okay, but she never seen that item before.
Well, here's the thing. If you remember correctly, the whole thing that they figured out about Ian, the whole thing that Ian figured out about Olivia was that her weakness is that she always has to save everybody around her. And
Right,
she has always, and the reason I like Olivia's character, which is why a lot of people don't like Olivia, is because she's flawed and she um, centers her life around other people. That's what she does. She has to save up. She has everybody, every one of the gladiators in Pokemon Associates is somebody that she has rescued. Um, her life is centered around Fitz. Then her life is centered around Jake, and her life is centered around her father. And her life is centered around her mother. And her life is centered around all these people. But then when she had that dream, um, Abby represented to me. Abby represented her needing to pull herself away from all of those other people and be herself. Um, she had to worry about herself, and it was the first time I think, and I think this is going to be a real change for Olivia's character. It was the first time she had to really she didn't have nobody to save. Ian was dead,
right.
um, and she
Quote,
was just there by herself. She couldn't count on Fitz and them. Um,
right,
because she didn't know when they was gonna realize that she dropped that ring in the old lady's apartment, or it was just her by herself. So she had to figure out what was going on, and she had to depend on herself. So yeah, I think that was her subconscious in
right,
the form of Abby saying, "Hey, it's on you now. It's not." You can have all these things with Fitz, and he can be the mayor of this little town in Vermont, and you can make jam and such and such and such and such. But Fitz has a family
right,
with children. With children, because I forgot about the little baby. What you gonna do, Jake? You can't be with him because you will always be thinking about Fitz. So
right.
what you gonna do, honey, by yourself? So that's what I thought that the dream meant.
Uh,
That was a shift for her character,
uh, well,
and she did,
the
and it
hold
fucked
on,
up.
right, and rest in peace to that old lady who got shot in the apartment.
That's a hard. She ain't been on the show but once or twice, and now she did. And Olivia had to. I think they put Olivia under her
Right.
bleeding dead body to transport her out. Man,
Olivia is traumatized. That's all she is. And she's traumatized because she in the cell looking for implants, tracking device implants, and all that. And the end of it, to find out, like I said, that it was a movie set the whole time. She, I ain't gonna say she gave up, but she was just blown
she
away.
kind of did, though. Don't you think? I mean, she kind of was like, well, might as well
Right,
go back. No.
right. I mean, to me, like I say, only reason why I didn't say she gave up because it's her show. Of course, she gonna get away somehow. But but to me, that just a stepping stone. I don't think she realized her true power yet. I think she just got to be more crafty and more sneaky.
I agree. I agree with that, but I think for a second she gave up. I really do.
Right. Yeah, of
Olivia didn't
course.
give up when she was in the ambulance. Olivia
Right.
didn't give up when she was in the cell. Olivia didn't give up when she was in the bathroom. Olivia didn't give up when she had the gun faced toward me. Olivia didn't give up when she had all those locks on the door. But as soon as she found out that she went through all of that shit, and
None
this
of
is really just a scream behind me and a recording of some of the Islamic call to prayer, and Ian is sitting up here clean and bathed and got his hair combed and he got his little
right.
bang, and all of this is really just fake, and I did all this for nothing. She was just like, well, shit, because normally, normally Olivia would have maybe tried to run off, or she would have said something, gave a little soliloquy. She would have said something slick
Right.
about, something from her daddy, gave some sort of quote or something like, my father told me such and such, and the president has come to look for me, and you'll never win, bad person.
Right.
Not this time. She was just like, well, shit. I'm just gonna go back in here and sit down. Y'all got any more of that rice? So you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
She gave up. I think she gave up.
I think, like I said, I think her mind was just blown.
Yeah, yeah, because it blew
Cause
mine. Mine was blown.
I was like, what the like? That was like one of the top 10 twists of the show.
Yeah, that my mind was totally
I
blown.
was
Man.
like, I was in the same mindset. I was like, oh,
I know.
just sit down somewhere.
I know. For a second,
give up.
I could taste that rice. I
Right.
was like, the best prison, a hostage rice ever. I mean, it is
Right.
delicious.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah.
I just love that. Like, well, it's
rice and
good.
roni?
It's good, but it's not bad.
But no. So I did enjoy it, but I never trusted that Ian dude. I never did. I never thought that he had some daughter. That was six about to turn set. I
Right.
didn't believe that when you see it. I just did.
I mean, the first clue, like, okay, he lied. Like, what's the point of you lying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of you lying? Like,
They're trying to get information out of it.
right. I
But
mean,
there's
that
still a
that
lot of questions such as.
right. I mean, that'd been a red flag if somebody was looking for a red flag for a villain. To
Yeah,
me, that was it.
I agree. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. I'm thrilled that we're not going to spend, the second half of the season with her captured and
Right.
us trying to. I mean, she is still captured. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just glad that it's not her in this cell for another 6 episodes, because I was only going to allow Shonda 2 episodes of this. I was only going to let her have 2. This
Right.
one and the next one was it. That was it, Shonda. So I appreciate the twist because
Right.
I mean, and don't get, like I said, she's still captured, but it's
Right.
not the same kind of capture. And now she got to make these little videos, and people are gonna know that she's alive, and I'm excited about it. So we're gonna do some ISIS stuff. I'm
Right.
ready.
And can I point out something funny? Like,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing she got there with the toilet seat. Now, this may be minute for everybody else, or I thought it was funny. Like, the first time she went in the bathroom, she was laying down the toilet tissue, and probably like the third, fourth day, she was like, "Fuck it, I just sit my ass on this toilet."
She did do that, and that was funny to me too. She was like, "Never mind. I might as well just go ahead and sit up."
Right, I'm dirty. My
Yeah,
hair, my edge is gone. My hair
my
ain't
edges.
coiffed. My clothes ain't clean. My nails are broken.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
give a
no idea what my Burberry jacket is, so I might as well just go ahead and sit on this dirty toilet, um, and wait for these runners and clickers to come get. I'm sorry, that was the Last of Us reference.
but
Clickers and runners to come get.
it did look like a zombie apocalypse scene.
It looked just like the bathrooms in The Last of Us, and I was like, for real?
You didn't reach your hand under the sink and find like
Alcohol or some rags or some sugar.
right. Well, if you think about it, it's like the last one because she found a pipe.
She did find a pipe.
So
She did find a pipe. And she could have modified it if she wanted to, and got her some good strikes out there. Anyway, shout out to all the Last of Us players out there watching. If you are a Last of Us player, please let us know. in the
Right.
comments because we love that.